Welcome back, my loves, to another YouTube video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, my name is Stef. I'm the Psychic Soul Empowerment Coach, and here on my channel, I discuss things on the subjects of mindset, manifestation, healing work, also known as shadow work or inner child healing, spirituality, spiritual activism, spiritual entrepreneurship, energy readings like today's video, conversations with friends on just topics that we want to give our spiritual perspective on, and just so much more. So if these are topics that interest you today and you enjoy today's video, definitely be sure to subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button below. Change your settings to all so that you're always notified of a new video, and be sure to check out the pinned comment here in this video. It'll be pinned to the top of all the comments, and it will include relevant timestamps as well as my social media links so you can stay in touch with me, and the links to my offers and services in case you want to work with me, okay? So, I am the Psychic Soul Empowerment Coach, and part of what I do is I help people to create greater awareness around their shadow, around what is really impacting their ability to really be more of who they authentically are, to really embody here in the physical 3D world more of their higher selves, or more of who they are on a unique soul level. And my energy readings typically highlight inner work that needs to be done. So today's video is no exception, and that's what I'm going to dig into today for this upcoming reading. But before I get into the energy reading, I want to just quickly go through my announcements as I always do. Again, timestamps are down below if you want to, move through this part, but I would really appreciate it if you stuck around, because there might be something that you could take advantage of that really speaks to you. So first and foremost, for my first announcement, I don't know if you've heard in my previous videos, but I have been talking about my Bulletproof Empath course. And this is a really powerful, deeply healing course that really just helps you to take back your power as an empath and really help you to work through lots of unconscious or conscious trauma, limiting beliefs, and fears that you have to work through in order to really be strong as an empath, be able to set certain boundaries, be able to take different action steps in life, or just shift certain behaviors, etc., so that things in the outside world, whether it's the news, it's certain environments, it's specific people in your life, don't continue to negatively impact you and drain you of energy and make you feel overwhelmed and make you feel disempowered. And so the purpose of that course is really to help you to start taking your power back and to really understand that your sensitivity isn't a curse, it's a real powerful gift. And so what we do in this course is we take you through this process over a number of weeks to really help you to peel back different layers and to deal with different circumstances and situations until you feel so much more confident and empowered in yourself to be able to, shift your life as needed, shift relationships as needed, show up much more powerfully, etc., and really just feel confident in life, as a superhero, basically, because your superpower of empathy, of feeling deeply and intensely, is your superpower. And so that program really just helps you to get a handle on your powerful, amazing gifts, okay? So if this is something that interests you, then definitely reach out to me on social media. Let me know that you're interested in this course, and I will reach out to you when I have the sales page up, or I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but if I have it, I will let you know, or I'll just give you more course details when the time is right. So just let me know. That's my first announcement, okay? And I'm really excited about the course because it's changed my life. It's, I compare who I was way back when I first started the spiritual healing coaching stuff, and how working with people used to literally impact my physical body. It used to impact me energetically. Like, I would feel drained because, especially as a healer, I deal with people that have a lot of stuff. And so I remember that was a concern of mine. I remember it literally affected me, and just like conflicts with other people or certain life circumstances or situations would just like really overwhelm me and take a toll on me. And I was just so afraid or insecure of setting certain boundaries, etc. Just a number of different things. But by going on the path that I've been on all these years and learning certain lessons and stepping up in ways in which I've needed to, etc. It's just so much more effortless to navigate, and I just do it with so much more grace now, and now I feel so much more empowered with my gifts. And so I'm really excited to be sharing all of my knowledge and wisdom and experiences and channeled guidance, the channeled material for this program with those of you who decide to participate, okay? Course, program, whatever it's going to be. So that's that first announcement. The second announcement that I want to make today is if you have not yet purchased my 2022 yearly reading, this is a breakdown of what to expect every single month for this year. And we're now almost like midway through the year, and it's 50% off. And basically it gives you extra additional guidance that you don't get in the readings that I do here on YouTube. It's different because the guidance in those readings, in that 2022 yearly reading, really helps you to maximize your potential and really just use the energy and what the energy brings up for you to your advantage to really help you to step into new levels. And so it's different. It reassures you of where you're at in your path. If you're going through certain things, it helps you to know and understand how to navigate those things that might be coming up for you in the ways in which they're manifesting, so that you know it's not a coincidence, and you know how to like just flip the switch and be empowered around it, and how you can use these things to ultimately like create gifts for yourself, or to be blessed with certain gifts or strengths. So yeah, if that's something that speaks to you, go ahead and purchase that. Link is down below in the comments. And yeah, that's basically it. I would love to support you, because I'm going to be channeling live the readings for the remainder of this year, sometime in June. So I haven't channeled those in a video. I have it in my notebook still. It's been sitting there for a while waiting for me to get on the camera and do the thing. But yeah, if that's something that you want to participate in, sign up below and we would love to have you. Okay, so those are my two main announcements. My last announcement, just real quick, is if you haven't yet signed up to join us on Awoke, come and join us. We would love to have you there. It's such a beautiful community for like-minded people who are interested in spirituality and personal development to just come together and connect and just work on themselves and receive the support that they need to continue to expand upon things in their journey. And so, yeah, there's weekly community connection calls, weekly meditations, card pools, and yeah, if you decide to become an official Awoke coach, that's a low-cost offer for you to take advantage of. You get access to other things as well. So more info is down below in the links below, but I'll also add the videos up here in the cards section for you to learn more about Awoke and how to navigate the platform. There's 2 different videos up there. Okay, so that's basically it. Now it's time to get into the energy reading for May 28th through June 4th. And it's crazy how fast this year has gone by already. But I'm really, I'm really like happy with all the growth and the healing and the empowerment that I've experienced thus far and the direction I'm headed in. So yeah, I hope you're all enjoying your 2022 thus far and feel good about where you're at and how it's all coming together for you. Okay, so this is what I channeled. I got that this week is going to be all about stepping into your personal power and really allowing yourself to identify as who you truly are. And as you can kind of notice, May 28th through June 4th is a literal representation of how we're going from one month to the next. And so when it comes to the message for this week's energy, it's about shifting into this personal power, shifting into more of who you truly are, and going from your old self or your present self to more of this upgraded, empowered, connected, evolved self. Like whatever the term that works for you, that go with that. And so you're going from one identity to the next, one energy to the next, and it's about shifting into that power, but above all, it's about being willing to be it, okay? You have to be willing to be it. Are you willing to be it? Think about that. Or are you holding back? Sit with that. So, if you get truly honest with yourselves, there are some holdups for not stepping into your full glory. I get it. We all do that on some level. Afraid of our own power, afraid of our own success, afraid of certain things, the unknown, things being just different, we all do it. It's okay. It's part of being human. But, take a moment to really get clear with yourselves on who you truly are when you are this higher aspect of yourself, or what your life is like. And how do you speak differently when you're this version of yourself? How do you show up differently? How do you carry yourself differently? How do you do things differently? You take action differently. Just really do your best to get clear on who are you when you are this more empowered version of you. Okay? And this is especially important when it comes to certain areas of life that are out of alignment. So when it comes to areas of life, you can look at your relationships, you can look at your health, you can look at your business, you can look at your finances, your spirituality, recreational things, like friendships, whatever these areas of life are for you that you want major upgrades in. Just look at them and be like, okay, who am I when my relationships are thriving and I have really great people around me and this and that? What do I think about myself? What do I believe? What relationships do I still have? Which ones don't I have? What boundaries have I set by this point? What behaviors or things don't I tolerate anymore? You have to get really clear on these kinds of things per the areas of life that you're addressing. And then, get real with yourself about why you have consciously or unconsciously not shown up in the ways in which you are in that higher version of yourself, or in that higher reality, right? So if this version of you in that reality, has released certain friends, for example, why haven't you released those people yet? You got to ask yourself, you got to dig into that, and look at the why. So what is it that you're afraid of, and why? Why is it easier for you, if you're a business owner, okay? If you're a business owner and you want to have many clients or many money opportunities or whatever it is, okay, what do you find challenging about shifting from present you to the version of you that has the clients or the money opportunities or whatever it is? And that is the work that needs to be done this week, okay? You need to start bringing these things to your awareness and working through them and shifting to literally shift out of the old and into the new, to start showing up much more differently, more empowered, more aligned, So this is the guidance for you today. I really hope that has helped. Let me know if it has by giving this video a thumbs up here on YouTube. Drop me a comment down below letting me know how this resonated with you. I'm looking for my ring light because it's starting to get dark, but I don't see it. It's somewhere. And so now I'm going to pull some cards just for any additional messages we might need to receive. So what else do they need to know for their highest good in regards to the reading, the weekly energy reading for May 28th through June 4th, 2022? See that? I gotta go get the card that fell. This one fell on the ground. This is Archangel Michael. Trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And the other card is, as I showed you, Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Says, choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. Oh, we actually had 2 additional cards fall out. Well, this one came out, and this is New Beginnings. the text at the bottom isn't really much. And these are the other two cards that fell. And we have more archangels. We are surrounded by the angels. This is Archangel Shamuel. Open your heart. And this is Archangel Ariel, Peaceful Warrior. Basically, it just says, thank you, Ariel, for helping me stand my ground with peace. Thank you, Shamuel, for removing the barriers around my heart. Thank you, angels, for opening the doors to change. I am ready. That's all it says. For anyone curious, because I feel like some people might have been like, oh, read what the bottom says. Like, it's not really a whole lot. But yeah. So, these two popped out unexpectedly. I thought it was just one, but I saw it was two. Okay. So, literally, like, we're stepping into a new month. It's a new beginning. You're being asked to shift out of the old into the new. So this is just confirmation that it's time to leave the shadow behind and embrace your true light and power, embrace your wings, and be willing to go through this door. Again, that really stood out to me in the channeled message. Be willing. Because, equate this to skydiving. Maybe you've seen videos online of people going skydiving and they're scared out of their mind to have to jump out of that plane and fall. Free fall for a while, right? It is not a fun feeling, I'm sure. I plan on doing this one day. Hopefully I don't have a mini heart attack. But, you have to be willing to put yourself out there, to take that risk, that leap of faith, to stop expecting the worst or whatever and just go for it. Go for what your heart is asking for. Go for what your soul is pulling you towards. Just go for it. Dare to dream. Dare to be. Be willing. Be willing to show up as this much higher version of yourself. Don't put yourself down. Don't make yourself feel like an imposter. Like, who am I to embody such audacity or boldness or confidence or well-being and all of this other stuff? Yeah, why not you? Be willing to step into that energy. Don't do that to yourself. Leave the shadow behind. The shadow is telling you, who are you to be this way? Who are you to have that? Who are you to act this way? Whatever it may be. But you have to let your light be stronger than that. And you have to be willing and go for it. Go through that. And, you got to get yourself out of the darkness here. Out of the dark room you're in by facing your fears and asking yourself, what is the holdup? For me, shifting to present day me, to, empowered boss me, super worthy me, whatever the thing is. Why am I not showing up as this higher version of myself, or this 2.0 version of myself, whatever the expression is for you, okay, whatever resonates, and you got to overcome that, okay? Be willing, go through it. It's a new opportunity, new beginning. And again, trust. Your time is now. I've been giving more or less the same message a lot this year. Sometimes I'm I don't even know what's the point of talking, what's the point of doing these videos. I feel like I'm repeating myself. But we've clearly needed this message again and again, and myself included. I'm not throwing no shade to nobody. I'm hard-headed. I got a big old head. That's a little hard sometimes, It's okay. I love my big head because I'm really smart. But, this is trusting that it's going to be okay. Again, you have wings. You have wings. You have what it takes to get yourself to wherever you're moving in the direction of. Or you have what it takes to Like, bring this energy out from within you. Or you are worthy and loved and supported enough to be assisted through this transition, through this shift, and it's going to work out in the best possible way. And so trust that heaven, spirit, divine, whatever you believe in, has your back, and that whatever the shadow is saying, that's keeping you or impacting your ability to fully embody more of the empowered version of you, like, you don't have to fear that. You got to trust that this is the best thing. It's working out for your highest good. That's what needs to be. And a clear example that I want to give of this for anyone so that it lands and it ties in with this card is, I think I mentioned this in my June energy reading video. I don't remember. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll put it up here in the cards. Hopefully I can fit it in. I don't know how many videos I have up there that I've mentioned thus far. But anyway, I think I mentioned in my June 2022 reading video that I recently lost a friendship. And this was someone that I was friends with for 13 years, and they were my best friend. But the friendship wasn't in alignment anymore. And it was something that I had been feeling since late 2021. And I had been preparing myself to get ready because, this person hadn't necessarily done anything to warrant me to remove them from my life. And they had overall had my back in so many ways throughout all these years. And so anyway, I've just been going on my journey of empowering myself, doing what I got to do to value myself, love, respect myself, etc., to the point where it's okay, something happened with that friendship that triggered me, that showed me it's not for me, I don't like this. And I had to be willing to do the thing that was hard, which is have that conversation with them and let them know how I just felt the relationship wasn't in alignment, how I felt like they had disrespected me with our recent interaction, and just certain things I had to speak about. And I had no idea what would happen. I had no idea if we were going to really end the friendship or if we were going to be able to resolve it or whatever. But I did my best to trust that what needed to happen was going to happen. And either we were going to, be stronger because I finally spoke up and I, shared all the things that I had not been speaking up about, and just everything that was going on within me that I had contemplated, because I had low-key unconsciously repressed things and I just wasn't trying to see them because I didn't want to have that conversation. But then after the last situation that I felt disrespected in, I was oh no, everything just started pouring in, and I was I've been feeling uncomfortable for some time now, and now it's I got to talk about this. And so we're either going to become better friends because of it, because I'm speaking up and I'm expressing my dissatisfaction and I'm expressing the misalignment and whatever, and we're going to work on that to be better friends to each other, or this is going to end the friendship because I know how they are and I know how they react. And I trusted. I was Spirit, whatever needs to happen. I surrendered my concerns and allowed whatever needed to occur, right? I chose, look, and then listen, this person got frustrated, angry, upset, understandably, they felt hurt, and they removed themselves from my life. And we weren't able to finish having a conversation around that, to at least end things amicably, but I trusted, I was willing. I finally, had that conversation. I had been long overdue. Trusted that whatever needed to happen, happened. Whatever, I just left it up to God. It was whatever, God, if this friendship is meant to stay in my life, it will stay. And if not, it's meant to go. It is what it is, and it just got removed. And this card here says, choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. And that's what I did. I knew that holding on to this friendship, because it felt out of alignment, even though we deeply cared about each other and everything, but it just wasn't, we weren't growing at the same pace in certain ways. It just wasn't in alignment. And I knew that this needed to happen, and I knew that this was going to trigger healing in them. You know, but I did what was right for me, and I did what was right for them. I had to serve as a catalyst to their healing through this situation. They're going to probably have to work through some things as a result. That was the right thing to do, and this was the right thing for me to do for me. I did what was right for everyone, and I just had compassion. I have compassion for them. I don't agree with their behaviors, but I understand. It hurt. And, they're processing, and it's okay. Like, what needed to happen happened, So this week, as part of stepping into this new beginning and being willing and demonstrating that to yourself, to spirit, that you're willing to do these things and shift energies, situations, relationships, behaviors, whatever it may be, you got to trust that it's going to work out. Trust that you're being supported. Trust that it's what it needs to be. Like, let go of those fears, those concerns, those worries that you brought to your awareness, and do what's right. Do what's right. And sometimes what's right is you being in your power and being willing to embody your worthiness, your success, your impact, your gifts, recognizing yourself. That is what's right. Don't sit there and give me this BS around being humble and oh no, I don't want to recognize. No, you're supposed to recognize yourself. You're supposed to recognize how amazing you are and show up like that, because you're showing up. See, I know I don't have usually I'm really great with words, but sometimes I'm I don't have. It makes sense in my head. It's not translating out of my mouth, but anyway. Hopefully it comes through. Y'all get me. If you've watched me long enough by now. You understand me. It says here, do what is right for everyone. Don't sit there and continue to be humble little you, or small insignificant you, or not big bold you. No, forget that. Who are you not to be boldened or empowered or worthy or confident or be in that success? Recognize your gifts. You have to embody these things. You have to step into them, because that is what does right for everyone, including yourself. This is how you make a difference in everyone's life in the best possible way. Did that make sense? In the context of my situation with my friendship, I had to dare to own my worth and value myself. And by the way, if you're on Awoke and you're an Awoke coach, I talked about this more in the Thursday mastermind for the evening call. So if you want to go back and watch the replay, it's in the group on Awoke. Anyway, but in the context of my friendship thing, I had to dare to really own my worth and my personal power and be the version of myself that knows that she is totally worthy of a certain kind of a friendship and a quality of people around her, and to act accordingly and to speak up to this person that I felt wasn't treating me the way that I deserved, wasn't showing up in a way that felt in alignment. Like, that was the right thing to do. I had to value myself and respect myself enough and be this version of me and speak up and whatever else, because that was the right thing for me and that was the right thing for them. They needed to see and experience that version of me to trigger healing in themselves, whatever they got to work on now. You know what I mean? So hopefully you understood what I was trying to say with my message there. Again, makes sense in my brain. Just trying to come out with my words as best as possible. I was channeling a lot today. Like, I did a lot of channeling, and then I had a long business call. And my brain is kind of tired, but I'm doing my best. Today is Friday, May 27th, 5:15 my time. But I'm getting these videos done, so anyway. And then the last two cards here. Okay, Archangel Samuel and Archangel Ariel for this week is, you know, transitioning from the old to the new. It's not necessarily an easy process, especially when, you know, the changes you're making directly impact other people. In my case, you know, my situation with my friend. It's really important that you do your best to remain grounded and not let any outside things impact your well-being. Again, I'm going to be launching Bulletproof Empath soon for those of you who are interested. But yeah, to just really be grounded so these outside things don't impact you as you're shifting and discourage you from shifting into what you are. Because certain things might push you back, trying to keep you there. And you have to be strong enough inside of yourself, grounded enough inside of yourself to know, like, no, I'm moving forward still. You're not going to scare me. And then also, we're still in Mercury retrograde energy, so make sure you're grounded and stuff and you're keeping your peace, and that any potential triggers that come up for you still with this energy don't impact you more than they need to. There's nothing wrong with being triggered and things like that, but it's there to deliver a message, and then, you know, the message is delivered and you move on. You don't let it overtake you in any kind of way. So make sure that you're grounded, you're keeping your peace this week, that the energy isn't tripping you up more than it needs to. And the Samuel card here is, it's really important to open your heart. And like, I feel like some of you are too afraid of making certain changes you need to make because you're afraid of hurting other people's feelings, or you're afraid of something, I don't know what. You're still seeing it from your human ego's perspective and judging it as wrong, instead of opening your heart to the truth and allowing it to be okay and embracing it. You know, I could have easily judged my friend's situation and been like, oh my God, no, I'm going to hurt their feelings. Because I already know my friend, right? I know my friend. We've been friends for 13 years, or we were. And I know them and how they react and what they would have said, etc. Like, a lot of things. And I could have easily discouraged myself from having that conversation. I mean, I low-key subconsciously avoided having the conversation for many months because I already knew it was not going to turn out well. But, you know, I opened my heart and accepted, like, what needs to be will be. And I'm okay with that. And I'm just choosing to honor me and honor this version of myself that knows their worth, knows what they deserve. So some of you need to open your heart by dropping all of the egoic excuses or resistance to making some of these changes. And, like, letting it be okay. Just letting it be okay, having that compassion. So yeah. Also, again, Mercury retrograde might be triggered. Connect back to your heart. See the truth in the situation. Come back to love. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. I really hope that this has helped you. If it has, please let me know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up here on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. Hit the bell notification icon, change your settings to all, so you're always notified of when I have new videos. And if you haven't subscribed or signed up to my email list, go ahead and do so below. I try to send an email once a week, but you know, it depends on my workload and my energies and stuff. But I try, and if I don't show up on YouTube or somewhere, I don't know, I usually communicate it in my emails. I'll share stories or whatever I just feel is relevant. So, you know, I'm alive. Like, if you don't see me on my social media, you'll probably hear from me on emails. And that's how you know I'm alive. What's going on with me? And yeah, so if you want to hear from me and what I got going on or any special offers or things like that, just sign up below. And I think that's basically it. So thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you spending this time with me. I really hope that this guidance has really supported you for this next upcoming week. Again, go ahead and purchase the 2022 yearly reading if you haven't yet already, so you can receive the channeled guidance in that paid offer that I did for June. It's different from what I channeled here on YouTube, and so that you can also participate in the live channeling sessions that I'm going to do, where I share with you, I break down the next 2 quarters left of this year, and I give you the specific guidance there. And again, the 2022 yearly reading is guided and geared towards just really you reaching your potential this year and being able to make your dreams come true and navigating the inner work and things like that that you need to in order to, you know, step up into that version of you and as a result create the reality that you want. So that's basically it. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.